In a small, bustling village in the heart of Nigeria, there was a lively gas station called Endu's Fuel. It sat at the crossroads where travelers from all over the country passed through. The station was more than just a place to fill up cars. It was a meeting spot, a marketplace, and sometimes a place where life's most unexpected stories began. At Endu's Fuel, a young woman named Adanna worked as an attendant. Adanna was known throughout the village for her bright smile and helpful nature. Every day, she greeted customers with a cheerful "good morning" or "welcome." She knew the regulars by name and could often predict their orders before they even spoke. One hot afternoon, as the sun blazed down on the dusty village, Adana noticed an old man struggling by the side of the road. His clothes were worn, and he looked tired. He was pushing a heavy cart, filled with firewood, but the wheels seemed stuck in the thick dirt. Adana quickly walked over and called out, "Baba, do you need help?" The old man, whose name was Chijioke, looked up with weary eyes and nodded. "Yes, my daughter," he replied in a voice as soft as the evening breeze. "These old bones are not what they used to be." Adana didn't hesitate. She left her post at the station and helped Chijioke push the cart to a shaded area. She then gave him a bottle of water from the station's cooler. "Here, Baba, drink this. It will give you strength." Chijioke's face lit up with gratitude. "Thank you, Adana. May the ancestors bless you." As Adana returned to her post, she saw Mr. Okeke, the station manager, glaring at her. Mr. Okeke was a stern man, always focused on business and profit. He valued punctuality and efficiency above all else. "Adana," he shouted, his voice booming across the station. "What do you think you are doing? You left your position without permission." Adana tried to explain. "Mr. Okeke, I was just helping the old man." He was struggling, but Mr. Okeke was not moved. "This is not a charity. We are here to serve customers and make money. If you leave your post again, you will be fired." Adana bowed her head and returned to her work, but the joy in her heart was overshadowed by Mr. Okeke's harsh words. The next day, Adana arrived at work early, determined to do her best. As she set up the pumps and cleaned the station, she noticed a sleek black car pull into the lot. It was the kind of car she had only seen in movies or on TV. The car's windows were tinted, and it had shiny silver rims. A tall, elegant man stepped out of the car. He wore a crisp, white suit and had a presence that commanded attention. Adana greeted him with her usual bright smile. "Good morning, sir. How can I help you today?" The man looked around the station and then at Adana. "Good morning," he said in a deep, calm voice. "I am here to see Mr. Okeke." Adana was puzzled. It was unusual for someone to ask for the manager directly. "I will let him know you are here," she said, and went to find Mr. Okeke. When Mr. Okeke came out to meet the man, his face turned pale. "Chief Obi, what an honor to have you here," he stammered. Chief Obi smiled warmly. "Mr. Okeke, I have heard many good things about this station, especially about a young woman named Adanna." Adana was surprised to hear her name. "Me, sir?" "Yes," Chief Obi continued. "Yesterday, you helped my father, Chijioke. He spoke highly of your kindness and wanted me to thank you in person." Mr. Okeke's eyes widened. "Chief Obi, I had no idea." Chief Obi raised his hand to stop him. "There is no need for apologies. I have come with a proposition." Chief Obi turned to Adana. "My family and I believe in rewarding kindness. I have a business opportunity that I think would suit you well. It involves managing a new community center We are opening nearby." Adana could hardly believe her ears. "Sir, are you offering me a job?" "Yes, Adana. A job where your compassion and dedication will be valued. But before you decide, I want you to come and see the place tomorrow." Adana felt a rush of emotions, excitement, disbelief, and a hint of sadness about leaving the gas station where she had worked for so long. She looked at Mr. Okeke, who seemed as shocked as she was. "Thank you, Chief Obi. I would be honored to visit and learn more," Adana replied, her heart pounding with anticipation. Chief Obi smiled. "Excellent. I will send a car to pick you up tomorrow. Until then, take care, Adana." As the chief drove away, Mr. Okeke looked at Adana with a mix of pride and regret. "It seems you have a bright future ahead of you, Adana. I should have seen your potential sooner." Adana nodded, feeling a strange sense of closure. She knew that whatever happened next, her life was about to change in ways she never imagined. The following morning, Adana woke up before the first light of dawn, her heart brimming with excitement and nerves. She wore her best dress, a beautiful, vibrant Ankara print that her mother had given her, and waited eagerly by the front door. True to his word, Chief Obi sent a sleek car to pick her up. As Adana climbed in, she couldn't help but feel like she was stepping into a dream. The car glided smoothly over the bumpy village roads, taking her to a part of town she had never seen before. The community center was a magnificent building, painted in bright colors and adorned with murals that told stories of the village's history. As Adana walked through the entrance, she was greeted by the bustling energy of people setting up rooms, arranging books, and preparing for the grand opening. Chief Obi met her at the door. "Welcome, Adana. Let me show you around." They toured the entire facility. There was a library filled with books for children and adults, a large hall for community gatherings and celebrations, and classrooms where various skills like sewing, computer literacy, and even entrepreneurship would be taught. "We want this center to be a place where people can learn and grow," Chief Obi explained, "and we need someone with your spirit and compassion to help manage it." Adana was overwhelmed. "This is incredible, sir. But why me? There must be so many others more qualified." Chief Obi shook his head. "It's not just about qualifications. It's about heart. You showed that when you helped my father without expecting anything in return. That's the kind of leadership we need here." That afternoon, Adana returned to the gas station one last time. She wanted to say goodbye to her colleagues and the familiar faces she had come to know so well. Mr. Okeke stood by the entrance, watching her with a somber expression. "Adana," he said softly as she approached, "I owe you an apology. I was too focused on rules and missed seeing the wonderful person you are." Adana smiled gently. "Thank you, Mr. Okeke. I learned a lot here, and I'm grateful for my time at Endu's Fuel." The other attendants gathered around, offering their congratulations and hugs. "We'll miss you, Adana," they said, "but we're so happy for you." Adana felt a pang of sadness. "I'll miss all of you too, but I'm not far, and you can visit the community center anytime." As she walked away from Endu's Fuel, Adana looked back one last time, remembering all the moments and people who had shaped her journey. The gas station had been a place of growth, laughter, and learning. It was the end of one chapter, but the beginning of a new adventure. On her first day as the manager of the community center, Adana felt a mix of excitement and responsibility. The grand opening was attended by many villagers, including Chief Obi, who gave a heartfelt speech about community and the importance of supporting one another. Adanna's parents, who had always been her biggest supporters, were there too. Her mother beamed with pride, and her father, usually a man of few words, couldn't stop telling everyone how proud he was of his daughter. As the day went on, Adanna welcomed children into the library, helped elders navigate the new facilities, and listened to the ideas and needs of the community. She felt a deep sense of purpose, knowing she was part of something bigger than herself. That evening, after everyone had gone home and the sun was setting over the village, Adana stood at the entrance of the community center, taking it all in. The murals on the walls glowed softly in the twilight, telling stories of the past while she dreamed of the future. Chief Obi approached her, his eyes twinkling. "How does it feel to be the heart of this place, Adanna?" She smiled, feeling the weight and joy of her new role. "It feels like home, Chief Obi. Like I'm exactly where I'm meant to be." Chief Obi nodded. "That's because you are. Remember, Adanna, this is just the beginning. Your kindness will inspire many, and together, we can build a future where everyone in our village has a chance to thrive." As Adanna looked out over the village, she felt a profound sense of gratitude. She thought of the old man she had helped, the journey that had brought her here, and the promise of what lay ahead. The girl from the gas station had found her path, and it was filled with hope and endless possibilities. With a heart full of dreams and a spirit ready for the challenges ahead, Adanna embraced her new role, knowing that she had the power to make a difference, one act of kindness at a time. And so, under the vast African sky, a new chapter in her story began, full of promise and the magic of a bright tomorrow.